Good morning. Don't mind this hairstyle. I'm gonna take it out. I'm putting my hair up out of my face. So let's get ready. Happy Sunday, guys. We're just gonna do like a quick basic face, but since I'm getting ready, I thought I'll get on with my friends. I have been loving this eye cream lately. It is like one of my go-tos every day. I feel like it seriously does a great job depuffing, and then it also is really good under makeup. So that's why I'm always a little leery of like some skincare products, because they sometimes make your makeup like separate and just not look good in general. Where I feel like this is just the perfect amount of being super hydrating, that your makeup doesn't settle into those fine lines and wrinkles, but it's not like oily where your makeup separates. And then I really like this metal tip because it's cooling. So it's just really good at like tightening, depuffing, and hydrating. Good morning. Hopefully I'm on the right page. I'm sure I am. Can't do anything with these nails. But they look pretty, so sacrifices, right? Okay. We're going to do some of our lid lifting treatment. This is another thing. City Beauty is kind of a new to me brand. I've really just started using them in the last month-ish, like about a month. And so far I've tried 3 products and I've loved every single one. I really am loving this brand. So anyways, this is a lid lifting treatment. I feel like I confused people on the first video I did, like not a Facebook Live, but like a video just for that product, because I talked about how I have like a hooded eye right here, slightly hooded, okay? And this helps just kind of lift that. Like you can kind of see how it's starting to pull up, where I feel like in the mornings, I feel like my brows are like really heavy, you know what I mean? So it's for hooded eyes, but it's for just eyelids in general. So if you notice you're kind of getting more of that like crepier skin, tight, like loose, saggy, eyeshadow's getting really crinkled up, it's really good for all of that stuff. And another thing that confused people was it has short-term and long-term benefits. So you'll see an instant lift and tighten. Obviously it's subtle. This isn't like you're getting plastic surgery, but you can feel it and see it, especially in your makeup. And then over time, you'll actually see like those long-term benefits where you just wake up with your skin looking better. You know what I mean? So it's both. It's great before makeup, but it also is a skincare product. So hopefully that clears that up. And I'll make sure to link everything. So this is my primer that you guys have seen me use a million times. SPF, color corrector, and makeup primer. And this has definitely been one of my top products this summer that I have really fallen in love with. I'm really picky on SPF because it makes me break out a lot of the time. And then if it doesn't do that, I feel like it's greasy. It makes my makeup roll up into little balls. It separates. It's just, I'm very picky on sunscreen. I'm actually fine spending a little more on a good face sunscreen. On my body, I just use whatever, body sunscreen, you know what I mean? But on my face, I'm fine spending a little bit more, but this is not expensive at all. And it's one of those products that it's sold by like multiple vendors. Like, I don't know if you could maybe find it at like Walmart, but like, it's not just sold by this brand. You know what I mean? It must be like something people can buy in bulk. So anyways, I found a really good deal on Amazon where you can get 2 of them for under $10. Super good deal. I'll make sure to link you to that one. I got mine on TikTok Shop and I want to say it was like $13, which I was totally fine with. But if you can get 2 for $8, I'm like, that's even better. And this has lasted me, I've used this basically every day since I got it. Because even when I don't wear makeup, if I'm going to be outside in the summertime, I usually am still wearing SPF. So I've worn it probably not every single day, but like probably pretty close. You know what I mean? And I still have quite a bit left. So definitely worth your $8. It's worth a try. If you're kind of like me and you're picky on SPF, I would say try that. Good morning, Marty. Oh my gosh, you got a notification. Yay, that's a good sign. Maybe we're getting back. We're getting our notifications back. I hope. All right, this same thing every day. Oh, let me comb my brows out first. I don't really have a good brow routine. I've just been combing them with this clear glue, like pretty much for the last month or so. It's kind of lazy, but my eyebrows grow really uneven, so sometimes I feel like when I fill them in, I can tend to make them look worse instead of better sometimes. Good morning, Dawn. What are you up to today? We start school this week, so I don't know what we're gonna do today, but we're definitely gonna take the kids to breakfast this morning. Zuri's heading back to college, and then the boys start this week as well. Carv already started football. Ridge does not play football, my older boy. But yeah, they're done with their summer jobs for the year, and it's time to get back into that groove. Honestly, the only thing I'm excited for is football games. I'm sure Zuri's probably ready to see her friends because she goes to college in another state, so she doesn't see them like at all in the summer, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, we'll do something. I feel like Sunday's always like, I put Sunday FUNday / scaries. Tell me any other working people, especially if you work like Monday through Friday. I work Monday through Thursday. Sunday, it's like you want to have fun and enjoy your weekend, but I do feel like you're always like, I need to make the most of this because my day off is ending soon, and then you have to go back to work. I feel like I do that every single week to myself, which is kind of dumb because it's like, well, you're going to have another one next week. You know what I mean? Yay, you got a notification. Oh my gosh, that is exciting. Maybe they are going to get turned back on. Good morning, Claire. Resting today and enjoying cooler temperatures. Oh, that sounds perfect. It's supposed to be nice today, so we've kind of had our cooler temperatures earlier in the weekend. It started Thursday where we were getting rain, which we haven't gotten rain. Maybe like we've gotten a few spits of rain, but I mean like actual rain in at least, I'd say 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't track the weather like that heavily, but you can just tell it hadn't rained for like a long time. And we were in like around that 100-degree temp every day. Like some days were over 100, or like for sure we were like 90s, high 90s. So it was getting very dry after 2 weeks of that with no to little rain. So we needed it. Even though my house is muddy, I talked about this yesterday, I think, but I mopped Friday, and I knew that was just going to be a big waste of time because it was so muddy out that like the little mud footprints from our dogs, or like just people going in and out or whatever, like total waste of time. But I'm probably going to mop again. Today, my dogs are getting groomed, so they were well, Annie hates leaving the house. I think she's like terrified. So I don't want to say we adopted her, but like someone rehomed her and we bought her from someone. So it wasn't like an adoption, like she was in a thing, but it was like a family that couldn't keep her. They were a little weird. But anyways, we got her, and she has like anxiety about leaving the yard and like going really anywhere. So I feel like she maybe is just either scared, and that's just in her nature, or she's like worried she's going to get given away. Like yesterday, my dad came up, and Carv carries Annie around all the time. She loves it. She's a little mini Aussie. She literally loves getting carried around. My dad picked her up yesterday, and she was like freaking out. Like she was like trying to nip at his hand. She was like whining, so wiggly, like scared. And she was so scared she like peed. I'm like, oh my gosh, Annie. Like, I'm not gonna let someone kidnap you right in front of me. Like, chill. Good morning, Stacy. Wendy, yay, you got a notification. So at least 3 people got a notification. That's amazing. Got mine too. Yay. Sunday nights are hard. Never look forward to Monday. Same. Good morning, Mary. So hot in UK and so many fires in UK and Wales. Oh, that sucks, Claire. We have a lot of fires in the United States, but in Montana, not really where I live. I'm sure there are fires here, but not like those really, really bad ones. Not close. Anyway. So yeah, that was pretty much it yesterday, but they were getting groomed today, so Annie wasn't excited, but I put her leash on because she won't leave the yard if I don't like, carry her out, or like I don't have to like pull on the leash. Like once she has that, she'll come, but say if I just like open the gate, she's not gonna like willingly follow me out of the gate, you know what I mean? So I put her leash on, but I didn't put Captain's on, and so he thought he didn't get to go. I have an older black lab that's like 9, and he thought that he didn't get to go, so he was like pretty upset. And then when I opened the gate and he got to go, he was very happy. So they're kind of like polar opposites. Captain loves going on an adventure. He loves going to see the groomer and get groomed. I live in a really tiny town, so it's like a free chance that we even have someone that grooms dogs. Very lucky. But yeah, that's all I did this morning so far was showered, got dressed, took them to the groomer. Now I am here chatting with my friends, but I'll probably mop tonight because I think the rain should be mostly dried up and my dogs will be freshly groomed, so maybe it'll last more than, 5 minutes. I'm sure it'll only last like a day, but at least it'll be more than like right by the time I let my dogs in. Thank you, Mary. We are in North Carolina and our AC has been out for a week. Oh my gosh, I haven't been wearing much makeup since I am melting like the Wicked Witch. Our fur babies are totally miserable. Donna, that sounds horrible. When we had that, like 2 weeks or whatever it was where it was over 100 or like right at 100, like maybe there were some days it wasn't over 100, but even on the like cooler days it was like well into the 90s. So the lows at night were like 80 degrees, like it wasn't getting cooled off, but during the day, I mean, we had our curtains closed, we had our windows closed, we were keeping the door shut as much as possible, and my AC would still run for like 5, 6, 7 hours straight. I would have died without that. I think I already said that, but thank you, Mary. They're kind of old. I don't remember where they are, but for some reason it seems like I got, it seems like my friend actually that used to live here got like a big pack on Amazon and she only liked a couple of them and then she gave me the rest. It seems like that's where they came from, but I don't remember. I don't wear them that much because, I usually wear big earrings. Wendy, you always do amazing makeup that is for real women. I love it. Thank you, Wendy. That is my goal, is you'll be able to do any of my tutorials when you get home, especially like hair tutorials, anything like that. Because I hate when now I feel a lot more confident doing my hair. I still did recently get a hair tool that did not work. It was one of those ones that like you put your hair in and you spin it. But I think I'm going to have the real one coming, like from the actual brand. What is it called? Tymo, I think. So we'll see if that one's better. But I had like a cheapy one with like a TikTok partnership thing. And I'm like, this thing does not work. It is a piece of crap. But all in all, like if I have a good hair tool, because I use a ton of Launch and I feel like they have great products. I feel pretty confident like using it, fixing my hair now that I've had a few years. But I was like well into adulthood before I could curl my hair, and nothing was more frustrating than spending like your hard-earned money on a hair tool or makeup or whatever it might be, and like it doesn't work, or maybe it's just you cannot figure out how to use it because it's like too tricky. So my goal is always, if you order something, you feel confident and that you'll know what to do with it when you get home, or you'll have the confidence to play and just figure it out and play around with it till you figure out what you like best. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna go to breakfast, pick the dogs up, and then I guess we'll see where the day takes us. I really don't know what else we're gonna do. Do a little setting spray for some glow. I've been using the primer you gave today and it's amazing. Was it this one, Donna? Oh, that I used today. It definitely covers well, better than my expensive correcting powder. I really love your recommendations. Yay, that makes me so happy. I love that stuff too. And honestly, I really just got it because the color. And I was like, this is so funky. You know what I mean? Like, what is that like? And I'm so glad I did because it's become one of my favorite products, especially for the summer. I wouldn't say I'm anti-SPF. Like, I try to wear SPF. I have melasma, which is just a lot of, like, skin discoloration on the face. And basically all it is like, big patches of my skin will get way darker than other parts of my face. So, like, a really common place for melasma is a mustache, and I have that. And it gets really dark. So, I definitely wouldn't say I'm, like, anti-SPF. I wear it all the time, but, look. So many of them I just don't like. They break me out. They don't work. They're greasy. Can't wear makeup with them. And I'm a makeup girl. I'm wearing makeup, So I'm really happy that we found that. Savannah, I want to buy some blushes on Ophir. They're on sale. Can you show me the colors you have? Totally. So this is Lychee. This is the one that I put on today. This is Apricot. This is another favorite of mine. I've been on kind of a Lychee kick. Is it this or the cream blushes, Joan? Apricot is like a peachy orange. Love it. Another favorite. Ooh, this one's broken. I have a new one. Almond, which I think is called almond fruit on the website. This is the most, what I would call a neutral color. It's kind of like a burgundy. So it's very pigmented, but it's kind of in that brown burgundy, that kind of family. And then I have this one, which is really pretty. I want to show it to you guys. But this is a really weird random thing. It's called guava. Okay, and see, you can see that color right there. For some reason it has like this, and you can actually see where I've done that. It has this like odd film on it. And what's weird about it is I've had a few other people get one like that, just in guava particularly, where it's like you can't get the product up. Maybe if I scrape enough off, I can get to the base of it, but I wouldn't want someone to order it and get that. So guava is really pretty, and I have a ton of people comment saying that it's their favorite shade and stuff, but then I'll get random comments where someone got one like me. So that's why I don't really use this one, because I wouldn't want someone to order it and then you're like, where's the pigment? Because you like, for some reason, can't get to the blush. It's really odd, which I'm sure Ophir would replace it, but that's one color I might stay away from. Maybe I'll try just picking up a little of my flex. It is really pretty, but yeah, it's just kind of a weird defect that it appears to only be with that color. So see, it's gorgeous, but I would hate for someone to have to sit there and scrape it like that, like I do. So your call on guava. It is very pretty. All of the Ophir blushes have a blurring effect too, which is going to give you like this smoother looking skin. So it basically will like kind of reflect light a little bit and have a blurring. That's the color I put in my cart. Okay, well, don't be aware if you're like, where is the blush? It's not coming out. You're probably going to have to take a little like scraper and scrape it off, or I just use my nail. Or email Ophir. I know they would take care of it, but I would just feel bad. You know what I mean? It's so weird. I would like you to color match me for pressed powder. You got spot on when you matched me with Ophir. Totally, Mary. I will definitely message you. Do you think you'll get a code for lip gloss and wrinkled lips? I was shocked at the price. I hope so. I'll ask them. Last time they did not give me a code, but I will definitely ask them again for sure. I had that happen also. I thought it was something I did. Yeah, no, that's what I thought. I was just like, what is going on? Like, why won't this come out? And I've never had that with another color. And I've replaced a few. Like, I've gotten a new almond fruit. I've gotten a new lychee. I've gotten a new pink apricot. The shades I use like all the time, or not pink apricot, that I've used like all the time, I've replaced. And I've never had another one do that. So it was very random, but it seems like it's only that shade. I don't know, very odd. Very pretty color when it works, but yeah. All right, let's do just the tiniest bit of setting powder right here. Feeling a little greasy today. Good to know. Yeah. I think every other shade, I've never had another shade do that. So, and I haven't seen any comments, but the couple times I've had those comments, I'm like, was it by chance guava? And it always was. So very random, but just something to keep in mind. Yes, almond fruit I love. That was actually my favorite for a long time. And I definitely still really like it, and I wear it a lot, especially in the fall. I've been kind of liking lychee and like these lighter pinks for summer. I don't know, just kind of a fun summer color. But almond fruit is definitely, it's a lot like brown pear, like a very good, like, you know those blushes that aren't like a pop of color, they're more like an earthy tone? I feel like that's what almond fruit is. And it's very pigmented, so just in case anybody orders almond fruit, I'll have the Ophir sale linked up above. They are having an outlet sale, so definitely go check it out if you are out of anything or been eyeing anything. It's very, very pigmented. So if anyone orders almond fruit, just make sure you dip in and then like rub your brush in the lid, or just barely dip in and slowly build up to the color you want. Because if you just go in and like, it's going to be really, really pigmented to the point where you might be like, oh, that's like too much. You know what I mean? I generally like pinks. Okay, you'd really like lychee. It's like a bright, light pink. And I do think you would really like guava, but if it has that weird, and it might be totally fine, Joan, but If it has that weird film thing on it, either message Ophir, which I can send anyone if you ever need it. I have the support link for everything so that you can get a replacement, but either you'll have to message Ophir or you're gonna have to scrape it off like that. It's so weird. It works after you scrape it. I don't know. It's just such a weird random thing. Such a pretty color, but yeah. Must be some kind of defect, or it was just like in a random bunch. I'm not sure. Okay, should we do a cool tone nude lip today? I'm just doing kind of basic makeup today. Or should we do like more of a neutral? We're going to do kind of a nude either way, but should we do like a purpley cool tone again? Or should we do more of a warm like nude neutral? I'm kind of thinking maybe one out of our little 10 pack, unless you guys are so sick of seeing that because I've used it 8 million times. Or a pinky nude. What should we do? This is the Fiber Mascara by You Cool Me, and they did give me a code, so I'll make sure to link that as well. I do really like this mascara. I typically always do 2 coats of mascara, but I feel like this one, I don't have a lot of lashes, so I'm turning to the side so you can see. It really gives a lot in like 1 coat, so I love that. I'm not good at returning things. Usually, I think they would just replace it if it was defective, but yeah, get those 2, Joan, if you're worried about it. Guava looks amazing. I wouldn't mind having to scrape it. It is a gorgeous color. Yes. Yeah, it is gorgeous, Mary, but I just want to make sure, that's why I don't really make like short videos for it, because I want to make sure I can like have this conversation of like, hey, this is kind of a weird little thing that happens. You know what I mean? So that way, if you don't want to order it because of that, fair and totally get that. Or if you do order it and it comes in, you're not like, why can't I see the color? You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, this is what's happening. Savannah warned me. But yeah, it is a gorgeous color. I just wish that didn't happen. That's why I almost never use that one. Pinky nude. I bought that 10 pack and love it. Yay, I'm so glad, Joan. Warm pink neutral since you have a dark green top. Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe like berry, kind of like the lip we did, was that Friday? That could be pretty. Oh, I have an idea. Maybe I'll do berry with the pinky lip plumper by Ophir. One thing that's kind of a splurge of Ophir's that I love, because to me it's like lip gloss is lip gloss. I really do love their Surreal Shine lip plumping gloss. It is so shiny and like makes my lips look so smooth, and I get so many compliments when I wear it. I don't know why lip plumpers are so expensive, but I will say I love it. So if it's on a good enough deal for you in the outlet sale, try it. We're gonna use it today. And there's 4 colors now, so there's Clear, Dull, Diva, and Muse. It really doesn't matter which one you get, guys. They're gonna have that tint, but they're not like the City Beauty one where it's like, whoa, I actually look like I have like lipstick on, you know, where it's like super highly pigmented. They're not like that. They're more like a tint. The 10 pack is my next purchase. It's such a good deal. I'll still add a link for you guys just in case anybody's like, what is she talking about? I'm gonna, I think, do berry today, but if you are balling on a budget or you just don't want to spend a bunch and you want to add like a whole bunch of nudes to your lineup, this is a really good deal. I've said this, but just to like make sure people know what they're getting into, is it going to be like the highest, most creamiest lip stuff you've ever used? No. But is it going to be like really pretty good and pretty long lasting and give you a big variety of nude lip color options? Because there's like browns, pinks, neutrals, more oranges. Totally. It's going to give you a ton of options, and it's like $10.99 for 12. So they're like less than $1 a piece on Amazon. Just got the sunscreen primer. Thanks. Going to use it today. Yay. I hope you love it, Joan. So far, I've had amazing feedback on that stuff. Yeah, lip plumpers are hard for me. Some of them sting so bad and others don't do anything. Totally, Wendy. And this one doesn't sting at all. And I don't know how much it plumps. Is this berry? Yeah. I don't know how much it plumps, but it definitely makes my lips look like so smooth and so hydrated. And it definitely doesn't burn. So it's a no burn plumper. The pressed powder is from Unique, right? May have the spelling wrong on the name. Spelling is right, and that is correct. It is from Unique. The link I always have in the description is for Curated. So Unique used to just be like a network marketing company, and that was it. It was just Unique products, you know? So our websites would be like, mine was like uniqueproducts.com/SavannahMoore. That was our website. Well, now it's totally like changed, and it's kind of like a like to know it for, I'm being hurried along for breakfast. It's kind of like a like to know it type website in a way. Like, it's not like you can link anything. It's just certain brands, kind of like a mini Amazon actually, where like they're all on the same website, and then they all ship together. So say you could buy like Unique and what other brands do I have linked on there? Anyway, having a brain fart. You could buy like Unique and Fancy and whatever all on my Curated website, and they would all ship together, like free shipping, you know what I mean? So anyways, all that to say, if you see a Curated link in my description, it's for a Unique product. What pencil number are you using? I'm actually using Ophir's lip liner in Berry. And then I just kind of do that. Now I see you're not using those cheap pencils. Yes, I just wanted to show them since we were like talking about it. But I'm using Berry. Okay, make sure it's a little smudgy. This girl rushes for no one. I'm just kidding. We're almost done anyways. Okay, and then we're going to use the Surreal Shine. This is in the shade Diva. Like I said, they are very subtly tinted. They are not like a super tint. So even if you get the clear, I use the clear one for years, and it is stunning. But it's like this really high shine finish, and I think that's what makes your lips look like so smooth. And I feel like the City Beauty one is really good too. But it's a really high shine finish, so it makes your lips look like smooth if you have really wrinkly lips like me. And it has a subtle plump, I think. But it's not like a burning, and it's definitely not like, you know, those lip plumpers that are like, they make your lips feel like they're on fire, but you can definitely see like, oh my gosh, they're totally like plump, plump, plump. You're not going to get that. It's going to be like a very subtle plumping, kind of like a mint feeling, like a minty peppermint type feeling, where it's like, you can kind of feel a little bit of a cooling, but not a plump, like not a burning. And then they have the high shine. Can you link that one for me? This lip gloss, I will put the Ophir link straight to the outlet sale. So with Ophir, I can't link like specific products. I wish I could, but I'll link everything we use. So there'll be our powder. Ophir will take you to all Ophir products that we use, and I'll make sure it takes you right to the outlet sale. And then, I'll make sure to link that mascara, eye cream, and all of that. So if you do want anything, I'll have it linked. Yes, definitely, Wendy. So, yep, I'll add my Ophir link, and if you just use that, this is in the shade Berry. So I think it says Berry Muted Plum on the website. Okay, I guess this is our final look. I love it, actually. Simple, fresh. Feel like a new woman. I'm going to just pull my hair back so I can do our setting spray. This you can get at like Walmart, Ulta, Target. I will link it, but this is what is hairspray for your face. My other setting spray, I use it as like a powder melt to like make everything look glowy and seamless, and like melt the powders kind of in with my skin for a smoother blend. That's what I use my other setting spray for. This one I use to actually lock my makeup in and keep it in place all day. Smells like hairspray, looks like hairspray, feels like hairspray. If you're not gonna like that, or you have like really sensitive nose, skip that one. It is literally feels like you're spraying your face with hairspray. So keep that in mind, but if you don't mind that, it does lock the makeup in, like legitimately, it locks it in good. All right, girls, have an amazing day, and I will see you girls tomorrow. If you're new, really quick, I go live every Monday through Thursday between 8 and 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. We chit chat like this, get ready for work, and it's just a fun time. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.